What up, y'all? It's Jada Renee here with Indie Media. I just wanted to hop on here. I feel like I ain't did YouTube in a minute. I feel like it's only been like a week and some change though, but I'm getting used to these videos, which is like a good thing. So, I wanted to hop on here to do two things this time. So, uh, first of all, shout out to my indie ashtray. Let me do a little shameless plug real quick. Like, ooh, you feel me? Like, look at that. Like, look at that. Like, it come with a top. You know what I'm saying? Fuck anxiety. Fuck anxiety ashtray. You know what I'm saying? You can grab that at indieshop.art. That's INDI shop.art. I ain't never even did that before. Never even plugged my brand to the fullest capacity, but these hard. Like, yeah, these custom. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else. Like, ever. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna do two things. So, we're gonna do story time, and then we're gonna push that story time into a topic that, I guess struck some controversy over on my Instagram. So if you follow my Instagram at indie.media, that's INDI.media, then like you'll see what I'm talking about. But basically, I put out an opportunity that was given to me by a platform that I trust, a platform that I've worked with several times. But I put this, information out, and I already talked about it earlier when I went live. But as I sat on it today, it actually fucked up my energy. So I gotta get it out before I could even get out the rest of the shit I actually had planned for the day. So as I, harped on it throughout my day, I went back and forth. Like, should I drag it? You feel me? Is it even dragging it if I make a YouTube about it? Because it's not like it's going to be about it. But like I said, I'm going to put it all, in context to make sense. So, like I said, I put out an opportunity for artists to be able to open up for a headliner that's coming to my city in Cleveland, Ohio, by a platform that is very trusted, that I have worked with before and had my artists work for and be successful with, right? And just the perspective that the opportunity was met with, really only by one person. Like, because everybody else was cool with it because it's just an opportunity, right? You feel me? But one person was not okay, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about it, but we really going to talk about the perspective behind why I got upset. Because I'm not mad at opinion, okay? I'm just upset at the lack of perspective. You feel me? And I feel like it's some like hidden tension or something behind like artists and platforms, because I'm not a promoter, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like what I do in the, I guess, industry of new age independent music or whatever, right? Probably what I do is confusing to most. I could understand that because I'm not doing just one thing. I'm doing multiple things, you know what I'm saying? I'm a platform. I'm marketing artists. I'm branding artists. I'm putting artists in position to get funding. I'm working on real estate projects to, involve artists in terms of artist housing and certain things that I just work on, right? I have an Airbnb for artists. I partner with other big name artists to bring local level artists better opportunity. I put money up to put certain situations on, like, so that opportunities can come to artists that are feasible and also like fucking life changing. You feel me? So when I was going through this little, I guess, emotion I was feeling on Instagram after I seen this comment that I'm gonna get into, I was like, I feel offended. You feel me? Cause like, what? I'm an artist too. The fuck? And I'm sensitive about my shit. You feel me? So boom. We gonna start with the story time, like I said. So boom. So today's story time is gonna be about the time that I, by the grace of God, okay, was able to get my artist Reco Bandz in a very amazing position by getting him to open up for Lil Tjay. Now, Lil Tjay is a very known hip hop artist, okay? Um, Definitely started out independent. I'm not sure who he signed to, but I believe he was still independent at this time, because Call My Phone was the main single that was out. So I think that was like a main independent single that he had released. So basically, it was an opportunity. This was like back in 2019 or early 2020 or something like that. But it was an opportunity presented to me to have an artist that I, chose of any person. It didn't have to be my artist, but basically I got a text from the people who run the platform. It's called Concert Crave. Concert Crave is a dope-ass platform. Like, if you are an independent artist and you are looking to get booked for shows, regardless of it's for a headliner. Like, they doing shows, in every city at different venues, and then they sprinkle in, headliners. They do tours for major mainstream artists as well, even major independent artists, right? But they just have a very, very, like, super dope platform. Like, I literally, like, utilize this platform to work with some of my artists. Like, it's like, if you do what I do in terms of, like, booking artists and marketing artists, like, you are 9 times out of 10 putting one of your artists through a Concert Crave show. Like, it's just mandatory. Like, you know what I'm saying? For, like, the process of the independent route. So that's why I say I trusted the platform before, because I had already knew about the platform. So when they had contacted me, it was because we had did a show with them prior. So we had did a show with them, I want to say in Kent, Ohio, at a venue called The Outpost. So Reco killed it. Like, if y'all don't know who Reco Bandz is, like, go listen to Reco Bandz. That's RecoBandz. So, like, Reco is the GOAT. Like, he's super lit and super talented. So when he did his show, which was the first show that he actually ever did on a stage like that, in terms of, like, the first one we did at the Outpost, which it wasn't a big stage. It was just a proper venue with a proper stage, right? So when he did that show, it was his first show. We killed that bitch. Like, he went in there and did it. He did it. So he did what he was supposed to do. He networked with artists as well. He, was sharing his music and all of that. It was a competition, I believe. He didn't win the competition, but when they had this show that I'm talking about for Lil Tjay, they asked me specifically if I had an artist that was, good for this opportunity. And I said, oh, for sure. I got an artist. Boom. I sent them the music. They said, oh, we remember him from the first show at the Outpost. I said, definitely. This is Reco. Like, boom. Boom. Okay, cool. So at that time, I want to say he definitely did have to sell tickets for this, but I forget the price of the tickets. It was a low price. It was probably like $25 or $30 a ticket, right? So I knew that, like, just as a brand manager, as a manager, period, as a marketing director, like, and as the CEO of my company, right? Because this is an opportunity for both of us to actually materialize it, capitalize it, but, like, really coin it into something that's useful for both brands. My brand is INDI Media, and his brand is Reco Bandz, right? So I knew that soon as I got this text to my phone that we had to do this opportunity. Like, it's, first of all, at the time in 2019, 2020, I had just did that, brand collaboration with Nipsey Hussle. So I was looking at God like, bro, you really lining me up with a blitz right now. Like, this is crazy, because we did the Nipsey Hussle campaign. Then I had brought David Banner to Cleveland. We did like his podcast. We brought the David Banner podcast to Cleveland, and that was like 2020. Yeah, so Lil TJ happened after that. So that's like late 2020, early 2021. So when we did that, it was kind of like a series of snowball effects of me working with these like basically high name independent celebrities was like actually happening. And I was thinking to myself like, okay, well, first of all, I trust God like all the time. Like I trust God. So God not even about to land this situation in my lap, for this little TJ concert opportunity for no reason. Like, and Reco was the perfect person for it. So of course. So boom, I get on there and I'm like, all right, based on the genre, you know what I'm saying, of Lil TJ, this is why they're saying that it makes sense, right? So just from a business perspective, it's a no-brainer. Yes, we want to do this opportunity. Send us the tickets. So boom, they send us the agreement. They send us the tickets. He had to sell probably, I want to believe, don't quote me because I don't remember all like that, but I want to say it was maybe 40 tickets. If it wasn't 40, it was probably 50 tickets, right? And that was in order for like him to actually be able to perform. And then the rest of the tickets that he sold, he can make profit from. So I'm like, okay, cool, no brainer, like no brainer. So it was, these prices might be off, but let me do some math real quick. Let me just do some math. Yeah, I'm right. It was $40 because I remember I put down $2,000, right? The first time I knew that basically this was the price, $40 a ticket, I was like, okay, timing wise, based on when we just got this information, it's gonna be hard as fuck like to actually sell, right, these tickets, right? So as a platform, you know what I'm saying, I'm prepared at any moment, like, because I look at every opportunity as an investment. Like it's literally like you, as the platform for the artist, if I'm not putting my best foot forward to invest in the best, platforms, the best situations, the best partnerships, the best opportunities, then the artists that I'm working with are not advancing. Like literally, if I'm scared to take a risk, then they gonna be scared to take a risk. And if I just don't take a risk, then I'm not putting myself, at the standard of a platform and company that I know, myself to be. So it was a no-brainer for this opportunity. So when I put the math together and I said, okay, logically based on the time of getting this opportunity, you're not going to be able to sell 40 tickets. We ain't even really like practiced that. His first show that he did was literally the first show with them at the Outpost, which was probably like, if we just say maybe it was a year prior to that opportunity. So he hadn't done a show in like a whole year, right? So he wasn't used to selling tickets. So that would have been just asinine to even ask of him to do, right? So I'm like, it would only make sense for me to make that investment of $2,000 of actually buying those tickets. Basically, I'm buying out the tickets, right? So, boom. Now, that's a boss-ass move. Everybody probably wouldn't do that. But everybody is not me, right? And everybody is not INDI, okay? Jada, me, I control INDI. So what the fuck ever God is telling me to do in respect to me, myself, and my brand, I'm doing. If you telling me, God, okay, that all I gotta do right now is put up 2 bands for him to get on the stage with Lil TJ, to open up for Lil TJ, like, that's a great position in my mind. I don't care what nobody else is thinking about it, because this not your opportunity. You're not in this position, So it's like, I can't think about that. But when I gave him the opportunity, and when he knew it was about to happen, I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. We doing this. I'm not going to stress you out about having to sell these tickets, but what we are going to do is promo. Crazy. Because if I got to put this 2 bands up, right, to get it started, to get you in the door to do this shit, our promo game got to go crazy. Because it's the capitalization, right? The monetary value to get back. It might not be from ticket sales, right? In this moment, for this particular opportunity. But it could be fans. It could be radio play. It could be value in what happens next. It could be whoever's in the room, right? It could be anything, right? So regardless of what happens after we put this 2 bands down and I get this damn, money together to put this, whatever, to start this process of you actually being on this ticket, because once I sent the money, they put them on the ticket like that, put them on the fucking flyer, all of that. I'm like, we need to make our own promo plan. This is the value of me being a marketing brand manager, right? We need to make our own promo plan. And we need to bust this bitch out so crazy, like shit, almost like it's your show, right? So ASAP, soon as I sent that money to them, they sent me their tickets. They sent me Rico's tickets. They sent me a whole stack of tickets, mailed that shit to my house. And after that, it was go time, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. The show was going to be at the Agora Cleveland, which is one of our biggest venues in Cleveland for main, acts. And this opportunity was just crazy. Like, I was not about to not let him have this opportunity. Like, I don't care, like, what nobody say. And I got my other artists on there, too. So it was, like, a double whammy. Like, regardless of what anybody say, in my mind, putting any artist in a position, it's about putting you in the best position possible. In my mind, right, a stage like that, with artists like that, we not saying Lil Tjay is the best artist on planet Earth. That's not what we saying. He's very talented, and it's probably hella other openers that, we could have got this opportunity for, but we got it for Lil Tjay. Now, why I felt like it was the best brand move is because I know both my artists are way better than Lil Tjay. So, if we get this opportunity and do it right, one, we don't know who watching, but two, how we brand it and how we package it after is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Made it a way for both of them to hit the stage. I'm going to put the footage in here, too, because that shit was monumental. Like, made a way for both of them to hit the stage. Like, now, Finn, her shit is fucking crazy. Like, if y'all would have been there to see the reaction, like, once we actually hit the stage, and I'm, like, speeding shit up, but I'm going to go back. Bro, when Finn hit that stage, that shit was like a rock concert. Like, I cannot explain that energy. That shit, she hyped Rico up so crazy, and I think she went after Rico. like, that shit was so fucking wild. I think, yeah, because Rico went first, then Finn went, and then they put the other acts on. But that shit was fucking crazy. So, boom, I'm gonna back up real quick. So, we get the promo run started. So I put the 2 bands up to secure his spot, basically, because without selling out those first batch of tickets, he don't even got an opportunity for this show. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, certain people might think that what I just said in terms of how I broke that down, like, without him selling these X amount of tickets, he can't have this slot to perform. Some people might think that that is, I don't know, not righteous or like some type of scam or some shit. But in my mind, as the platform and as the manager, it's coming from a perspective of marketing and branding. So, one, this the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Independent music industry, mainstream music industry. It's still an industry, okay? Which means there is ethics of business that go behind the industry. Feelings is not one of them ethics of business that goes behind the business. It doesn't fucking correlate. So, regardless of how one may feel, the proper move that you make when you're taking calculated risk is only as good as the risk that you take. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not out here even trying to make a move to take a risk, nigga, you not making no strides. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my platform was already going at a rate, and I pushed it there. It wasn't like the shit was just moving because it was just oh so great. Like, no, I made this platform great. I pushed this platform from nothing to something to put it in several situations, several people's face. Hella eyes have seen my platform, so that by the time I even made energy connection to this opportunity, I was ready, regardless if it was a little Tjay, little, I don't give a fuck who the fuck it was gonna be. My platform in general, indie media, was gonna be ready for that opportunity, period, because I put myself in position to always be ready for opportunities, because I don't know when that opportunity is going to hit for the platform. I don't know which one next is going to be that one that really fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So any opportunity can be that moment. And that's how I think, and that's how I'm wired. And if you work with me as an artist, I put that energy in you. You understand that that's how we work and that's how we roll to get shit done, right? So, boom. We get everything rolling in terms of the promo. I get the flyer done. Because like I said, my mind now, we in there. I just put 2 bands up. Bitch, this your show. Fuck Lil Tjay. This is Reco Bandz and Aphiniti show. We about to bust this bitch out. And shout out to Corey Grant, because we got him on there too. So this all 3 of y'all show at this point. This the Reco, Finn, and Corey Grant show. Like, I don't give a fuck about Lil Tjay. Shout out to Tjay, you feel me? But this our show. Fuck. So we put this energy into this shit crazy. So I got the flyer made. Shout out to Fiverr.com, you feel me? If y'all need graphics done on the fly, 24, 48 hours type shit, hit up Fiverr.com. They got hella graphic designers, visual designers, 3D motion designers, all type of shit. But got the flyer done on Fiverr. He made that shit crazy. I believe it was around Halloween. So the theme for the flyer was Halloween. So that shit was flawless. Ended up doing like hella media research in Cleveland, local media, to get Reco on a freaking platform, because I'm thinking like, okay, if Lil Tjay is coming, naturally, somebody got to be covering this. Media, radio, somebody in Cleveland. It really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Once I started tapping into it, it really wasn't. So once I started putting this flyer out and it actually started surfacing on social media, people start peeping like, oh shit, like that's a big ass deal. So they ended up coming to me, and it was, shit, what the fuck? Who are they? 106. Is it our, what the fuck? I'm gonna find the radio station, but because I can't think of it right now, only because I smoke some weed. But I'm gonna tag the radio station. But it's a major radio station. I'm gonna find it while I'm talking. But they got them in different. Oh my god, iHeartRadio. Shit, I'm like, what the fuck? It's R Cleveland's iHeartRadio, right? So I got Reco an interview with R Cleveland's iHeartRadio. We walked in there, did the whole thing. They showed us the office, like they showed us the control room. He did an interview. I'll plug that in here too. Did the interview, took photos in the studio, all of that, right? Did the whole promo, got the shit on Instagram Live, all for promo. I'm clipping everything up. Did another interview. Shout out WOVU Chris Styles. He let us do an interview. So it's like, I'm branding Reco better than they was branding Lil Tjay, because I ain't seen no Lil Tjay radio interviews on that for that show. Like, I ain't see them do no Cleveland promo run when he got to Cleveland. I don't even know if he was in Cleveland prior to just the show day. You know what I'm saying? So I was literally putting Reco in position, regardless of what he knew as the artist, which he probably didn't know what the fuck was going on. This was his second show. You know how much anxiety he probably had? You feel me? Like, what? So, and the stage is like, the stage was a big ass stage. Like, Lil Tjay is a vetted headliner. He's a vetted, hip hop artist. So the stage ain't gonna be no baby stage. So when we actually kind of get like mid promo run, I think we added giveaways and shit. I think I linked up with different Cleveland restaurants to do giveaways and everything, because I was just trying to figure out a strategy, right? Because when you have an artist, it's not about just getting them booked and that's it, and then we take some pictures and it's cool and he do the show and we rock some, like, fuck all that. It's about putting your artist in position to thrive, like, period. Like, they gotta eat. So if money is not really happening right now, because we independent and it take money to make money, right? And it's shit slow coming in on the independent route. You gotta figure out what other strategies outside of just the music can get you those money streams, right? So branding and marketing is like, that's what's gonna do that. Like, and usually the artist is just, stuck on doing their art, that they are not thinking about that other part. So that's where I come in. So for this certain situation, I knew that he wasn't thinking about marketing and branding because he has to perform. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the person in charge of doing all of that shit around him, and BTS, honestly, behind him, so that this shit comes out properly to the people after he does it, right? So boom. So we set up the little promo. We get deeper into it. We connect with different restaurants. I think shout out Cafe LA, they was in on it. Studi Wood, they was in on it. But yeah, like we did a whole promo run, right? I think we went to Zilma George Rec Center, took some pictures. We gave tickets to some kids at the rec. Yeah, bro, like we did a whole promo run, right? So we did this shit. So boom, fast forward, the show is there. Like, the show day is crazy because this was like, I feel like also crazy for the artists too, because this showed how like tangible it really is to get this fucking treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you aspire to be an artist or musician and you see the lights, you see being on stage in your head, you see going through the, back door in the, back of the building, headed to the front of the stage. You see that shit in your head. But when it actually pull up and happen, bro, that shit blow your mind. Because it blew my mind. Like, that shit was crazy. So when we pulled up, I believe we had a few moments where we was like just vibing in the backstage. Like, we literally got into the Agora. I remember they had us separated, as artists that was performing. And I remember kicking it with Julian and them from Concert Crave for like some hours. Like, it wasn't like for like hours at a time, but it was like whenever we was like idle, doing our shit, rehearsing, whatever, parlaying, and they was idle at the same time, we was kicking shit, smoking weed, talking about plans, talking about how they started their platforms, talking about how I started my platform. They was saying that they have seen me on social media before. I'm like, what? And I was telling them, like, I seen y'all build this shit from New Jersey. I'm in Cleveland. I'm watching y'all in Jersey build this shit. Like, I'm seeing y'all with the venue. I'm seeing y'all go from parties before when it was no venue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see, and the venue that they got is super dope. It's not even just like a party venue. You know what I'm saying? It's a venue. It's a headquarters. It's a marketing space. Like, bruh, like, I've been studying this platform, and that's how I knew they was going to be successful, to even tie my artists in with it. So when we did the show, it was crazy because in my mind, it's like we talking and kicking like we know each other already on some executive shit. Like, it was like I'm talking to the niggas who built the platform and they talking to me, the manager of the artist, and I'm thinking to myself, even like imposter syndrome be kicking in, like, damn, like I'm really this person, like I'm really the person that just created this even, dope ass opportunity to be seen by this platform, to trust me as a platform to give them artists that are gonna be successful to open up for a headliner. That's a big ass deal. Everybody don't get choices and opportunities like that. Like, you don't just get to open up for a headliner just because you're fucking cool and your music is good. Like, you have to have a certain type of quality management that can be trusted to do the job. You know what I'm saying? It's the positioning of the artist. It's even if, because Reco don't even got that much social media. So in my mind, I'm thinking, like, honestly, this shit might not be a go because you don't have certain things already in line that are on the surface, right? That certain people are looking for an artist. But this nigga got a strong ass brand manager. Hey, and I know what the fuck I'm doing. And if a nigga research me, it's probably fucking 100% sure that the artist that's connected to me is top-notch great, top-notch okay, top-notch profitable, top-notch brandable to work with, so we could figure out what to do, if anything. If ain't nothing happening, we could figure out what to do. If something's already happening, oh, let's go. Let's put it in rotation. Let's go, because they're ready, because of the position. And if you really do this work, you can see what position an artist is in, even without having no content. Just by listening, just by watching you could tell if you're on the other side, management and media and marketing side. You could tell. So when I'm having these conversations backstage, I'm thinking like, damn, like, one, I'm really in the flow of the renaissance of independent music. Like, this is an independent platform. Concert Crave is independent. Indie Media, my platform, is independent. Meaning we put our own money up, like, to do the shit that we doing. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we talking, we parlaying. Fast forward, the show start. I believe it was a few openers like that they had. It was probably like, let's say they probably had about 5 or 6 openers, right? I don't know what order we were, but let's say we were like, I don't know, 3rd or 4th or some shit. So it was like hella people at this concert. It was Lil TJ definitely has a fan base in Cleveland. I will give him that, because that concert, especially for the time that we were in, it was packed. Like, it was definitely packed. So with that, you know, the DJ, which was crazy too, because they tried to press our DJ. This ain't had nothing to do with the platform, but I think the DJ was trying to like not let our DJ our set. So we kind of had to like bum rush that situation. Like, yeah, nah, DJ Corey Gray ain't gonna DJ this set on God, regardless. Like, it's gonna happen. I don't know what y'all thought, who told y'all what, but he DJing this set, and he ended up DJing that set. So once we got our DJ set up, you feel me, and everything was proper, and Reco was ready, Fan was ready, we had all the music queued up, bet, we in there. So boom, the show starts for them in terms of they set, right, the set going. I believe Reco did go first, I think. Regardless of who the fuck went first, that shit was lit. The whole set they did was fucking crazy. I will put the clips in here so you can see the energy. I was on the stage, turned, like, that shit was crazy. So boom, the moment was a beautiful moment, because I wanted them to see themselves in the light that they want to be, bruh. Like, I'm the platform, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to put you in the best position possible. In that position, in terms of like being on a stage of that caliber with fans that you don't know, that just got to know you for the first time, that are most likely locked in right now as they watching this performance, that's priceless, because it's a quality audience. This is not just like, you know, the main local type shows that you have to do on the independent route. This is like access to what the actual people that you look up to get access to. Now, from a brand management perspective, I'm looking at it from the artist perspective, but I'm also looking at it from the media marketing perspective. So in my mind, God is telling me, pay attention to how this show was even set up. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to how much it may have costed to book a Agora theater. Pay attention to how much, you know, of a budget had to be put together to book TJ, to book the DJ, you know what I'm saying, to set up whatever we setting up in terms of, you know, streams of tickets, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we got to pay the ticket provider for the ticket, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how are we planning this? Like, that's how my mind works. That's where I'm moving it at. So when they doing they set, I'm thinking about all of this shit. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm thinking like, damn, so I'm really in line to see and educate myself even on how I'm gonna be getting to that next level, because I don't see nothing as like competition for real. I see it as elevation. Like, I'm in a situation that's showing me like, damn, shit, I'm up next. Like, indie media is up next to be in that position, you feel me? So I'm gonna pause it real quick, 1 second. What up? I'm back, had to grab my DoorDash. So, but basically, like, when I was in this moment, smoke break, you feel me? When I was in this moment, watching them, you know, perform, I'm even thinking to myself, like, this is, like, crazy, because I'm in the flow of also being up next as a platform to be trusted to do this type of work for the independent artist community. So, you know, I'm watching them perform, and I'm not in the audience watching from that perspective. I'm from behind the scenes, like behind the curtain. So I'm watching them, and I'm recording too. Or I had somebody recording. I think I had somebody recording. Yeah, I had somebody recording. But I was recording on my phone, so I'm thinking like, this is even crazy just from this perspective. So I'm like, yo, watching them do this is a reflection of the work that I put in as my platform. Like, I've been putting in this work to be a trusted, vetted platform to provide these opportunities for artists. Like, you know, rather it's, you know, from a little TJ to a Nipsey to a David Banner to a Chip the Ripper, like Sid the Kid, like anybody, even not famous, like, goes before you get to those situations, I had to be trusted enough to put, you know, just independent shows together, like independent networking opportunities together. Like, this is like from when I ain't had no money doing this shit, when I ain't had no fucking hair, like I ain't had none of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was out here bruh, like, getting it. This is crazy. Like, so when I'm in that moment and I'm seeing them on a stage like that, that was a very professional setting. Like, that was like the Agora is like a top Cleveland venue. You know what I'm saying? Like, people travel from all over the world to perform at the Agora. So it was just a very monumental moment. So, and then just even seeing them in that light, like, as artists, like, that I've worked with. Like, I've been working with these artists. So it's like, bro, I've been working with y'all. Like, I know the struggles and shit that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see. So it's like, even seeing them on that stage like that was fucking crazy. So after that, like, shit, niggas definitely just, slid, parlayed for a second, did what we did, network, but it's just like, I wanted to tell that story just to put into perspective, like, this shit don't just come from, the points in which people might meet me at, like, and what I mean by that, like, I meet people in stages. Like, people meet me, they get introduced to the brand in stages. So it's like, if you met me from stage 1, you know exactly what I mean when I say I started this shit from nothing. If you met me at stage 4, you fuck around and think I already had some shit moving. That's not true, but that might be what it looked like. If you met me in stage fucking 7, like, you might be like, who the fuck is this? Like, how the fuck is all this shit just happening like that? It's not happening like that. It took a lot of fucking work from stage 1 to get to these stages. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, when I'm putting this type of work in, I'm, expected to be put at a certain caliber. And I take that caliber very seriously. I don't play when it comes to my brand and the positioning of my brand. So, like, I say that to say, now we move from the story time into the topic that, apparently had my Instagram going into a little tizzy, you feel me? So, now what I posted was another opportunity similar to the one that I just talked about. So, the homies over at Concert Crave, they hit me again like they normally do. So I usually get these opportunities. Like, if they don't, they probably come to me like at least twice a month. Like, and if it's like not monthly, it's definitely bi-monthly. So, like, they are doing this. They book large scale artists that are not super duper mainstream, right? But they're up there. Like, they're getting there. They're still independent and they're big enough to basically bring a fucking crazy ass crowd for anybody, but especially for openers to be a part of that, situation for brand leverage, particularly for brand leverage, right? So when I get these opportunities, usually I hold them to my chest because, like, I know it's a lot of, and I'm gonna try to be as sensitive when I say this, bruh, but I'm also tired of being sensitive on y'all niggas. But I just know it's a lot of artists that are not ready to actually get into the mindset of doing what it takes to get on these stages when it comes to these particular opportunities of opening up for artists. Meaning, usually when an opportunity like that comes through, they want you to sell tickets, okay? Let me put this down so I can talk to y'all. So, they want you to sell tickets. With selling tickets, you have to have a strategy. It can't just be, oh yeah, bro, I can sell them tickets, like, and then we give you the opportunity, and it's just like, you ain't got no tickets sold, niggas lost out on money, you fucked up the play, So it's like, when the opportunities come to me, I will literally shoot them directly to an artist that I know can actually do it, shoot my artist the information, or I literally just, tell him hit me for the next one type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost to the point where it's like, I've been doing this for so long to where I really do know what it takes to break an artist. I know what it takes. Like, I've been in this shit for 11 years. I know what to do to break an artist. But if the artist is not going to do the other 50% of the work, it's gonna be hard to fucking break you. Being able to be creative in your artistry outside of just making the art, being able to be creative in how you market it is as important as making it, almost more important than making it. Because how are we going to get it out to the masses? We have to think about our marketing plan. So certain artists, probably in every city, honestly, but I'm talking for Cleveland, it's a fat ass percentage of artists that just don't like to sell tickets. So when certain opportunities like this come through, and that's the baseline of what they need you to do to actually get on the bill, that cancels out just by default probably like 78% of the artist, you know what I'm saying, pool, right? Just because you don't want to sell tickets. And that's not good, because if you don't want to sell tickets, then one, you're not learning strategy, okay? You're not holding yourself accountable as an artist to do your job and go get your fans. Like, it's only so much that management and marketing can do for you. Like, literally. And if we do it, right, to the whole capacity of even bringing in your fans, you as the artist gotta keep them entertained. You gotta keep them locked in. You gotta keep them coming. You gotta keep up with them. You gotta check in on them. You gotta let them in to your life so they feel like they're a part of your story. That's not nothing that the brand manager or the marketing agent or the manager can do, because we're not you, the artist. It's up to you to do that part specifically, so that all we gotta do on the back end is work that bitch. We just working it, sending it off to people like a fucking press. We just like a machine, for real. Like, because if you giving me this consistently, that's the word too, consistently. If you giving me this energy or you working on your shit, we put a plan together on the back end on the marketing side. We put this plan together, a whole 12-month plan, let's say we put together. Every month, it's structured out what you're going to do. If you actually do it, give me back what I need, which is the content to make it happen. If you can't bring me the content, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to bring someone, videographer, photographer, extra media people, whatever we need to make it happen. But guess what? You got to either bring a budget or match my budget so we can make it happen. It can't be just one side doing everything and the artist is literally sitting there, with a hope and a prayer, waiting to see if some shit work. That's not okay, because that is not going to help you get to the next level. So when it comes to tickets, you cannot sit there and just be like, I don't want to sell tickets. Well, what the fuck? It's already difficult for artists to get shows anyway on a local level. So if you get an opportunity like the ones I'm talking about from vetted platforms who have been doing this from the ground up, very, very similar to myself, who are, honestly, this one is in a way bigger position than me. You feel me? If I'm JV, they definitely varsity in this bitch. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's very respectfully I've watched them build this platform. That's why I can sit here and talk about it for fucking 40, 50 minutes, because I've seen the success that comes from Concert Crave. I am not paid to do this video. On God. So it's like, I know for sure that if it's a pipeline to doing consistent shows, and it's not even like that's all they do. They don't just do shows to where you have a headliner and you gotta sell some tickets. They do local shows as well at local venues. But guess what you gotta do? You gotta pay for a slot. Artists don't like to pay for slots. I don't understand why. How are you going to get an opportunity to do a show if you don't put yourself in position to do the show? Is it the words, paying for slots, selling is it the verbiage that makes the anxiety go crazy or something? Like, because logically, what do you expect to do as a musician? Even if you a visual artist and I'm doing a exhibition, I gotta sell fucking something, my art. Usually an exhibition is free, so everybody pull up to the exhibition to see my art. I gotta have prices on this shit, bruh. I'm walking around talking to y'all, eating wine and cheese to sell my art. Not just to say, hey, what's up? Thank you for coming and give you a hug. How are the kids? No, nigga. Hopefully, you coming up to me and you saying, hey, I like that one over there with the red and the blue pink splatter. What were you thinking about when you made that? I could parlay with you and tell you, oh my God, well, I was really having an anxiety attack, you know what I'm saying? And those was the first 3 colors on my mind. Oh my God, how much is it? It's 300. Okay, cool. Boom. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the end goal has to be to profit, right? End goal has to be, if it's not gonna be to profit, the end goal has to be something that's gonna lead you to successfully get to the next phase. So if we're talking musicians, right? Independent musicians in particular, right? In your local city, I don't know where y'all from. I'm from Cleveland, okay? In my local city in Cleveland, Ohio, from my research, my fucking 11 years of doing this shit, there is absolutely no streamlined pipeline on how to get bookings, okay? Which is why my platform and me creating it is so important, because the main thing I do is events. I throw events so that artists can have opportunities to simply perform, okay? Simply perform. Those events started at college, like in bars and shit, okay? Because I saw a void back in college that, damn, it's hella artists, but it's really not a lot of areas and places and spaces for artists to actually do their art, regardless of the genre, okay? Saw this, not just for all artists, for where I was at in the Midwest. I saw this as an issue. There was the need there. Okay, cool. I can create a gap and basically fulfill this need by hosting cool-ass creative art shows that are basically encompassing all different forms of art. So we got music, poetry, visual art, you know what I'm saying, all in one at cool venues, like in different cities. It started out just, you know, downtown Kent where I was at college. Then it expanded. I did some shit. I lived in Houston for 3 years, did shows out there, came back to Cleveland. Literally, I've done shows in Chicago, fucking, where the fuck, Baltimore, Los Angeles, Texas, Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, fucking just like anywhere, like everywhere, like Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we do shit. I do shit very successfully. So it's like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm leading whoever is, you know, looking to be led by me. I know where I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if an artist is not willing to do it, you're going to be sitting there stuck. That's not nobody's fault. You have to be able to trust. If what you're doing by yourself is not working, you got to be willing to trust somebody else if you actually want to make it. Like, yo. So when it comes to shows, if you're not, you know, blessed enough to just be getting off the top offers, you know, because your music is just oh so good, and, you know, venue owners in your city and promoters and platforms and different people, connections, investors is just inviting you to shit, then this is not for you. I'm not talking to you, because it's clearly easy for you to get booked and create a music career from your independent music. But if you're not that person and you're making your music all the time, just making it, it's stacking, you putting it out, it's doing stuff, it's making certain tractions, right? But it's not hitting how you want it to hit. Well, one, it's not being packaged properly. And if we're going to talk about shows, it's really hard to get booked for shows if your music is not packaged properly, right? Usually, also, artists, when they want to, like, think about being in the industry, you get confused because you independent, but you want shit as if you're a mainstream artist. And that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate thinking. So the independent route is totally different than the mainstream route. In the mainstream route, just to put it into perspective, they're not paying for shit because the label is paying for it. They're not paying for all of the shit that they do on tour. The label has paid for the venue, the marketing, especially the marketing. All the artists got to do is literally get there. They done paid for the tour bus, the makeup, the whole team, food for the team. Like, it's all in the bill for the label. That's why by the time you get your check as you're signed with a label, it might be way shorter than what the fuck you expected. Because you did really pay for everything, but it was really the label and your, check that you were getting from them based on the deal that you signed. That was already in the contract. If you didn't read that, they're gonna not give a fuck because they told you it was in the contract that this was gonna really be your payment at the bottom line. It wasn't really gonna be $1 million. It was probably gonna be like $30K, $37K. Because after we did all this shit, took you from 0 to 100, this is what we spent. That's on the mainstream side. So if you coming in from the independent side, all of that shit that I just said, yo everything, your shows, your clothes, your brand, your venues, your music, like the tools that you're using, everything that you're doing on this side is independent. You have to pay for it. So on the label side, everything that they're doing, everything that you see a mainstream artist getting is because their label is paying for it. Everything. The label is paying for it. If you're independent, you are basically your label. You're your label. You have to pay for it. That's just how the fuck it goes. That's how it goes. On the independent side, you are your bank. You are your bank. I am an independent platform. I am my own bank. I have to fund all these wacky ass ideas that I have, and I have to make them make sense so I can get the funding for them. That's just how it is. So, you don't want to sell tickets? I don't know what the fuck to tell you as an independent artist. You don't want to pay for a slot to be in shows that are in different cities and do certain things to have opportunities outside of your city to simply use it as leverage because it's an investment, then I don't know what to tell you. The mindset has to change, okay? So now, we're going to talk about this comment. I'm finally here. Like, I'm here. Where's my phone? Boom. So let me just go to it real quick. You feel me? Let me just...
What are we doing? I
go
just,
to it.
In my mind.
Exactly. That's how I feel. What are we doing?
J-Lo, maybe I'm jaded.
Like,
because I'm being vid.
What are we doing? That's literally how I feel. Like, what are we doing here? Like, because this comment really had me... Like, what are we doing? Like... So, hold on. So, yesterday I posted... from Concert Crave, a text that they sent me, just like I said that I get all the time. This is me talking about the text that I got. So, I got the text. I'm going to read it to you, okay? So, hey, this is blank from Concert Crave. I just got the green light today to book an opener for Sleepy Hollow and Chef G at the Cleveland Masonic in Cleveland, Ohio, October 13th. We're looking for someone who could do a 10-minute set, all right? Just 10 minutes. And confidently sell 50 tickets. Failure to do so makes you ineligible to perform. Tickets online are $65. Okay? For general admission online, but the venue only needs $50 back per ticket. Let me know if you're interested. Okay. Now, when I put my post up, like me talking right here, okay? And you can look at it on my Instagram and on my TikTok. I'm basically saying how when I get opportunities like this, I need artists in my city at least to have their shit together because I could throw you an easy lob. Like, seriously. Like, I could just throw that to you if you were ready. Ready means, like he said, confidently being able to sell the tickets, whatever number that might be, right? Because you alone, outside of even knowing this opportunity existed, you always working on your brand. You always making sure your shit is lit. You have a marketing team. If it's not a team, it's you. You are the marketing team. You have a plan for you, your marketing team, because you are the artist. If you don't have anyone around you, you have to use your resources. Because how big do you want to be as the artist? How big do you want to be? You have to make sure you have people around you that can get you to that level, okay? So if you're not marketing yourself at that high capacity, one, it's not even like possible for you to be on the radar for opportunities like this, because I can speak in algorithm language. The algorithm ain't picking you up for these type of opportunities. And just in terms of just you as the person, you're not putting yourself in position to be seen for these opportunities because of a lack of content, a lack of consistency. Boom. That's it, okay? So, now I'm going to read the comment, okay? I didn't even want to do this, you feel me? Like, because I talked about it on live, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be doing this shit, but I'm tired of y'all coming on my shit with this fucking baby perspective, when it's like, why are we not looking at these opportunities as an investment? Like, this shit is not personal. It is an investment in your business and your brand to be as successful as you see. I'm not telling you what to do. If you don't see these opportunities as successful, please do not take it. Don't take it. Leave it alone. Like, what? But if you know that in this particular part of the opportunity, if that shit aligns with you, if you feel like you up to par with the shit, if it fits your fucking genre and all of that shit, if it matches up and pokes all your fucking boxes and checks all your fucking boxes and shit, wouldn't you want to be ready for that? Anyway, let me read the shit. So everybody literally, and I'm not upset because everybody had something positive to say about it. I'm not even upset. That's not even a word. Like, I think annoyed. I was just annoyed. So, okay, everybody got positive shit to say about it, because my perspective is what I'm saying right now. Like, I'm talking about how niggas just sell your tickets. Like, just figure out a way to be creative enough to get your fan base up to sell your tickets. If you have problems selling tickets, because your fan base is either not there or you're not working hard enough to reach the fan base that you already have, meaning your marketing strategy. Oh, anyway. So everybody's lit. Everybody's talking about how this is a dope perspective. Somebody had to say it. Same with the visual artist too. You super on frame with this. Boom. Somebody hit me up. I low-key want to try this opportunity. Boom. Not gonna lie, I love you for posting this and providing that there are opportunities here in Cleveland. With this example, a lot of Cleveland people don't spend 50 plus on a ticket unless it's really big act. Some who really care about the craft will normally sell as many as they could, but the ticket but buy the rest off the strength of the opportunity. But unfortunately, a lot of local musicians aren't even bringing 50 people to their own show in their city. Once again, thank you for making this post, because it should motivate people to be ready for these opportunities. Boom. For that one, I said definitely. It's all about confidence and work ethic. You literally have to see it happening in your mind and educate yourself along the way so that opportunity can meet you once you're ready. So boom. It's other people. Emojis, happy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what my platform provides. I provide happy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not peachy in my life, but when I come to the forefront and show my face, I'm usually in happy vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Now, the comment that came from this individual, you actually commented before, but you deleted it. And when you deleted it, I was shocked, because prior to you deleting it, I was in response mode. I already had my response ready, you know, did my little copy and paste edits in my notes, so I had my punctuation and grammar right, you know what I'm saying? So I was ready to respond to you the first time, but you deleted it. So I went to sleep and I said, fuck it. I wasn't going to bring this shit up. No more. But you came back. And I said to myself, okay, now I see this shit at 9 a.m. on Friday. And I'm like, now should I respond? Because I could just let this shit be dialogue in my post. And it's, you know, that's what it's for. It's for y'all to talk. It's for y'all to get the resources, all of that shit. Hit me up directly if you want to know more, all of that. I'm very personable, okay? But I can't let dialogue that I feel like is not accurate continue. I just won't let that happen. So, and I won't let that happen because that can twist the energy of what I'm providing on this platform, which is resources that are valuable, honesty, and how to handle such resources. And then I'm literally giving you the sauce on how to put yourself in position as an artist all the time, regardless of how you do it, regardless of if I throw you the assist and you score or not. I throw you the fucking assist. That's what the fuck my job is as a dot connector. That's what the fuck I do as this platform. I throw lobs to executives. I do work for marketing companies. I do management and media campaigns for big nonprofit companies outside of just the artist community. I know what I'm doing. I'm not just some rando that came out of nowhere. I have a marketing degree. That's not like a flex, but bitch, I went to college for this shit. You not gonna play me? The fuck? Anyway, so boom, the comment reads, and I ain't gonna say names on this bitch because it's like, go to my Instagram. So someone comments in reference to the situation and says, blank can sell 50 tickets. So they say, we would never do anything like this though. LOL. They're getting raped for $750. Not the same for us. Now, this response was way nicer than the one that you deleted prior. And the only reason why I'm even on this camera is because of that first comment. I should have screenshotted it so I could put it right up here, but I didn't because I was so taken aback that your energy was so high level, and I'm like, I feel offended. You said something in terms of this opportunity, basically, you would never do it, which is cool. You mentioned that you've performed in front of 70,000 people, you know, with better benefits from that opportunity, which is cool. And then you mentioned and said something like opportunities like this usually favor the promoter. And I'm like, okay, why is the energy so rah-rah? Like, why? Because it's like, okay, yes, your opinion is valid. Shout out to your opinion and your emotions that led you to the opinion, because clearly something in there was triggered by what the fuck I posted. But you've been a part of opportunities that I've done. I brought Chip the Ripper here. You performed for him and opened for him as an opener, along with another whole set of artists. Okay? What's different from that opportunity and this opportunity? There's nothing different. There's nothing different. I had you open up for a major celebrity. I'm providing another opportunity for artists to open up for other major celebrities. I don't know where the energy is coming from that like the platforms and the promoters and the people who put the actual shit together are the bad guys. But I'm killing that shit when it comes to my platform. Because my platform is trusted, vetted, and true. You got me fucked up. If I am a regular promoter out here with a fucking beer belly and a backwood full of some fucked up weed ripping off artists, that's not me. That ain't never been me. Ever. You could go back as long as I'm telling you, go all the way back to 2014 and check that shit out for yourself. You will see what the fuck I'm talking about. I know when niggas meet me in certain stages, they don't know what to take. They don't know what to get. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, met me in stage 10, that shit looked like it was just easy for me to bring a nigga like Chip to the land. No, I had to pay for that shit out of my pocket. And when I don't have to pay for it, I gotta figure out a way to do it and match some shit. And I got investors. I figure out how to do that shit. Because I'm a platform. I'm a business first. I'm not a promoter. I do marketing campaigns for artists. If you pay me long enough and pay me monthly, I could get your shit together and get you to the whole next level. Depending on whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be a musician? You want to be a fucking farmer, nigga? What the fuck you want to do? You want to build a house? You want to fucking be a cartoon editor? It don't matter what the fuck you want to do. I can help you do it. I market artists. I market creatives. I help businesses grow. I scaled 30K for something I did out of my brain. So I know damn sure I can get an artist to zero to whatever number you want to get to and however long you want to do. Long as you listen to me and come with a fucking budget, we can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I'm damn sure not just a promoter. So the energy that you gave me like you was talking about my platform. Now you not. But I'm an artist as well, just like y'all. I'm not no musician. I'm not no rapper. I can't do an instrument for shit. But I'm a curator. I'm in the shit just like y'all on a different scale. I'm actually in it so deep, I'm on the back end looking at this shit like a fucking hawk from a bird's eye view. I know exactly what the fuck going on. And what's going on, I'm handling the shit from a crazy perspective, a perspective of ownership. We don't own shit. We don't own our own media platforms. We don't own our own money platforms when it comes to artists making money on our own payment scale. Niggas over here fighting for streams and shit without thinking of how to create their own way for a nigga to just buy they fucking music, buy a shirt, buy anything that has to do with you, put a fucking package in that bitch. They bought the single privately. That shit came out. You got a shirt with that bitch, and you got, I don't know, a fucking free listening party event. That's what I do. I help you create strategies on how to make more money than just some fucking bullshit streaming shit that you'll never really see for real as an independent artist without a marketing fucking strategy. That's what I do. You also commented and said you would never do an opportunity like this because you know, I don't know, something about you being in front of 70,000 people. That's amazing. Like, that is really fucking great. Like, I really, like, that's amazing. But that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them 70,000 people that seen you that day. Did you capitalize off them 70,000 people, though? Did you get, I mean, it's probably hard to get all 70,000 emails, but did you get at least, like, 20,000 emails, 10,000 emails? Did you get 5,000 emails that night? Did you collect 5,000, you know, whatever number's worth of data from those people? Do you have a newsletter now from that event? Was something created tangibly to get them people that you actually connected with at that event to come to the next event and come to the next event and come to the next event and pay you so much monthly that you don't live in the city no more? That you don't live in the city of Cleveland no more? Are you getting paid from your art that much consistently that you don't live in the city of Cleveland no more? And that you can get paid off your music and just do your music all day? If you can, that's a beautiful thing. But if you can't, don't bring me that type of smoke. Don't bring me that type of energy. Because I'm providing platforms and putting my fucking body in this shit. Way more than anybody that I've met on this fucking independent level. So, I'm saying all that to say, the story time was to show y'all niggas proof. The footage and shit that I'm going to put in here is also to show you proof that that shit actually worked. Now, for this situation that I was in, when, you know, they brought little Tjay to the shit, I actually did have to buy out those tickets. Why? Because my artist was not able to sell those tickets. But like I said, we were not going to miss that opportunity because brand leverage is a real thing that exists. And that's exactly what we used that shit for. Right after that, Reco ended up on 107.9. Right after that, his single went fucking viral. And we could have kept going. We could have kept going. Right after that, a whole lot of magical things just though started to happen because I took the risk to make that shit happen. Now, if your brand and your music or whatever is not in that position as an artist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do some shit like that. That would be stupid as fuck to put yourself in a position that you're not ready for. Don't do that. But if you know that you're in position to make that type of play, make the play and make something of it. There's nothing wrong with what I said. It just doesn't pertain to you. And in my personal opinion, I wouldn't have said some shit. It was a sign when you deleted that shit the first time. That was a sign. I took that shit as a sign. I took my ass to sleep. Because I was going to, like, I swear to God, I had a whole long list of shit I was going to say. Very, like, respectful. I'm being respectful now, but I was, like, ready to respond and, like, do the da with you. You know what I'm saying? But you deleted it. So I'm like, all right, bet I'm about to go to sleep. But then you came back this morning with, like, some type of energetic smoke, like you was continuing some shit. And I'm thinking, like, wait, nigga, what? First of all, I know you in person. I don't know your name, but I definitely know you. Like, you, anybody who has ever worked with me in my platform, been around the capacity of my family, I know you. And I see you. So you could have hit me on a DM. You could have just, hey, sweetie, I don't really know if this perspective is flying. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, can you kind of elaborate on what you really mean by this post? Like, you know, because I'm that person. I'm personable. I'm not fucking hot new hip hop in this bitch. This is not Revolt TV. You not going, not see me on my shit. Like, this is my platform. I'm gonna be, you can talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not unattainable. It's not 5 motherfuckers running my Instagram. Like, it's me on all platforms that you see me on. It's me operating all of them. Unless I got an intern, but fucking rarely do I have them actually post on indie media. That's a never. No one's ever posting on indie media except for me. So you can hit me up if you feel any type of way, okay? But it's the way that the shit got skewed. Like, if you don't feel like your genre matches with that opportunity, that's okay, bruh. But do you know how many actual rappers in the rap category would love to have that type of opportunity? What's crazy is the only one that was actually ready to hit me up didn't even live in the city of Cleveland. Ain't that crazy? Because like I fucking said, I need artists that live in my city to get their shit together so that when I get these lives, I could throw them to niggas. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what the fuck the video was about. I'm not saying I'm fucking throwing scammy ass opportunities at niggas, because that's a lie. Like, what the fuck? I'm giving opportunities from a platform that's trusted. That's the thing. Like, niggas don't trust the shit. Y'all want to get famous and do whatever it fucking takes to get whatever the fuck you see, but you're not trusting the process. Like, until niggas change the rules of how the independent game go, nigga, you have to put money up. I don't even want to call it pay to play. What the fuck are we playing? This ain't no fucking game. This is life. Your business is a brand. It is an investment. You have to put money into it to invest. Who the fuck is, y'all grown as fuck. Niggas is adults. Who the fuck is about to pay for your brand, nigga? You gotta pay for your shit. You have to put money into your shit. You wanna make it big? You wanna be on the stage, nigga? You think you just about to walk on somebody's fucking stage? You think you just about to DM somebody DJ? You think you just about to fucking find the stylist and ask a question, nigga? No! You think somebody just about to wear your fucking shirt and that mean you win? What the fuck? That's being naive as shit. You gotta go outside and make some money. Bring something to the table. Nigga, you wanna get signed? How much money have you invested into yourself before us as the label give you fucking $1 million, nigga? Even if I'm only offering you 50K, 90K, 80K for the deal, nigga, have you made at least 100K on your own? Have you broken 10K yet? Have you broken 20K in sales yet? From your music, from your brand, before we invest in you. Nigga, some of these labels, they not telling y'all that. They don't want to invest in some of these motherfuckers because they're a liability. But they'll invest in it. Some will invest in the dumb niggas. Some will invest in the dumb niggas because they know regardless they're going to get their money back because this nigga stupid. That's on God what the perspective is. These white Jewish motherfuckers and Asian motherfuckers, ain't no real high top executive looking like you, nigga. That's why it's up to you to do your fucking research. But if you don't even want to go that route, guess what? You still got to invest in yourself. You got to actually invest in yourself way more. Niggas ain't watching no Master P interviews. What the fuck? Niggas ain't watching and doing their research on how this shit really go on the independent side. Come on now. And I'm speaking for the rap industry specifically. I'm not saying I don't work with all genres of music, but this opportunity that I presented was for rappers. For the rap industry, it's fucked up. It's not okay. Industry or independent, it's fucked. But guess what? That's why you gotta do your work to make your strategy perfect, flawless. So even in a fucked up industry, you can navigate how to win. Period. But if ain't nobody helping y'all niggas get y'all shit together, then I guess that's not gonna fucking happen. I guess you don't know what you don't know. So that's why I'm here to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I dropped an ebook, okay? It's called Fuck Anxiety, Get Your Shit Together. Alright? I'm about to be doing crazy promo for this ebook. Cause I love y'all. And when I talk to y'all with my teacher tone, it's cause I really do this. Like, I'm a teacher too. Outside all this shit, I really be teaching kids. to do what I'm telling y'all to do as adults, and they doing it, bro. They making businesses. They learning how to save their money for their LLC by the time they turn 18 years old and they 16. They can't wait. I got them doing shoebox bank accounts, bro. Painting they little shoe boxes and they putting money in there right now because they can't get bank accounts. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know how to get to your mind to make it make sense to your level. So that's why I made this ebook, right? For artists to understand the value of business. Understand the value of ethically putting your shit organized in package format so that you can get your shit to that next level, okay? Whether if you're a musician, entrepreneur, creative, it don't matter. This ebook is literally for you. If you have anxiety, if you literally struggle with focusing on your craft, if you got imposter syndrome, if you just over emotional as fuck, have panic attacks when it comes to doing, more. If you have a consistency rate of starting and stopping, I don't know. That's what this is for. So I just want y'all to know I'm here for the artist community. Even me commenting on that comment, I'm here for you too. But I just can't allow this. Y'all niggas did that shit at South by Southwest. I'm offering the opportunity to go to Austin and perform, and niggas is upset because my slot is $100. Nigga, do you know what the fuck South by Southwest is? I had the cheapest slot this year. Niggas just be talking crazy. Ain't nobody researching the industry they in. This shit wild. That's why y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Get with me. Get with me. I swear. I promise you. I'll help you get your shit together, bruh. Alright. I'm out. I love y'all.